I don't want to convert you, okay? So you have to find your object of refuge. You have to find something, you think about it, your heart opens. You become spacious. For me, this one. Much better, the Dalai Lama. Because this one is the Buddha. He lived 2,500 years ago. I know the teachings all come from him, but I don't have the same, naive kind of openness of heart as when I see the Dalai Lama. And I don't need to be present. It's enough a picture, it's enough, because I saw him so many times in Dharamsala. I was really fortunate. I was really lucky to have such close contact to somebody that, as a Buddhist, I have absolutely no qualms to call him His Holiness. Because for me, he's holy. He's whole. He's not in pieces when things don't go the way he wants to go. He's losing his mind also a little bit. When you hear him talking now, it's totally different from 10 years ago. And he's not giving teachings anymore. He's just saying, look, I did this, and I did this, then I went there, and I did this. He's kind of saying, I did my job.
Last year we did.
Huh?
We have been to a teaching of him last year, last October.
Yeah. So, but now when he appears in public, he's not really giving teachings anymore, as he did in the past, So, yeah, but it's okay. It's fine. And at the moment, what is he doing? He's doing a lot of audiences. So as many people as possible make direct contact with him. And we were never able to get so close to him as now. You see pictures on the Facebook, people like right in his face, The Tibetans are shocked. Because for them he's a Buddha. And anyone respect, God kind of going like this. But for us it's okay, and he loves it. He loves it. He loves to be close to people. He says the Tibetan protocol is so complicated, and it makes things very, it doesn't allow me to go to people. So he loves it. So now he's making a lot of, because he sees that, he knows that he has a direct kind of, influence on people's mind. You come out of that. You come out of the movie, huge smile on your face. You have trust. I don't want to use the word faith. You have trust. You feel the goodness of this person who has realized, who lives the path, and you start to have again self-confidence. So we have to bring this up again and again and again and again, so it counterbalances the bad news and what is happening and the hopelessness. So slowly comes above. And in Nazareth with Maoz and this Palestinian diocese, you can feel they're not Buddhists, but they're not despaired. They're full of humor. They're totally open. They speak very well, and all of it is non-violent. What they say. So I found this very inspiring, and everybody who was there found it very inspiring. There's a documentary which is called "The Path Forward." So when you feel down, maybe watch it, and then don't go, but nothing will change, that's naive. I mean, look in Europe, how many years, they had 100-year war in Europe because of religion, then 30-year war because of religion, two big wars. At the moment, it's kind of peaceful, kind of. In human history, there was always war. There probably will always be war as long as we go, this is mine, and we're not thinking about the happiness of all, that everybody can live kind of, a justice. Everybody can, of course the people who steal and kill whatever, they have to put into prison, that's true, but they're not the whole, not as a whole. But I'm not telling you what you should do with Palestine, Gaza, West Bank. I don't know either. So I don't know. Is that clear? That I'm not giving you any advice on this thing. Okay, so refuge means I have something I can trust. Now that can be your own potential. But then you have something else that helps you develop that potential. And you have to find yourself. So for me, it's the Buddha, Buddhism, the Dalai Lama, my teachers, and my ability. And then, so if you, maybe I should find some verses here from some words from Shantideva. Anyway, if you know, heroic perseverance means delight in virtue. Its contrary may be defined as laziness, an inclination for unwholesome ways, despondency and self-contempt. Okay, it's like heroic perseverance is like you are happy when you can do something virtuous, not out of duty, but because now I know that, you know, in Israel it was always very difficult when we talk about karma, and then they say, oh, you mean I have to do something good so that I get the reward. If I want to be kind, I want to be just kind without expecting anything. I say, oh, it's very nice, you know. But we are calculating people. What do you want to do? So we might as well kind of think like that. So delighting in virtue, but it's enough to think, to really have this kind of determination, to really come, I want to be virtuous as much as I can. I'm not going to give in to that lazy mind who tells me to do this now because it's easier. Like that. So delighting in virtue. And also there is one part, you know, where he says, look what you can do. Don't start something that you're not able to do. Then better not start. So prepare for the spiritual practice. Prepare not alone, because you cannot do this alone. You have to ask other people who are practicing this, what do I need? How do I do this? You need this, it's called the Sangha, right?
Mm-hmm.
The joy of meeting like-minded people. Just that. It is so precious. Yeah. So when we take refuge in Buddha, it's the Buddha who told us about this whole thing, the Dharma, which is the teachings, and the Sangha, the people who practice it, because alone we cannot do it. So just that, when we have it, it is so precious. It is so precious. And then because despair is catching, but also joy and enthusiasm is catching. So you choose where you want to go, with whom you want to, or with whom you want to kind of side up. You didn't say so much. Yeah, thank you. Just
You talked about the third kind of types of laziness, or and you asked how to.
Yeah, right. Good. So how?
So I think maybe compassion, or I don't know. I want to hear from you. But
no, I want to hear from you.
Yeah, okay.
Because I know. I know it from me. This is the thing. You see, whatever I say, I know it from me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, whether that applies to you or not, I don't know.
So for me, it's like compassion when I have a son that is very, like, everything is very lazy, so it's a lot of compassion, the way that I talk to him or ask from him something. This is for me.
When you use the word compassion, we need to know what it is. I mean, we need to give a definition, because again, these words are just used and then we don't really know.
I think it saved me not to be angry at him a lot.
Compassion and anger is totally opposite. If you have compassion. Compassion sees the suffering of somebody else, understands why that they, at the moment, they cannot be different, but tries to relieve the person from the suffering, right? And also compassion understands that suffering has causes. And because suffering has causes, it can be remedied. Otherwise, if you don't see the causes, and sometimes, you know, causes for suffering are many, and it takes a long time for these causes to finish. So when we talk about purification practices, when you experience suffering, you're not purifying. You're just eliminating causes that your mind has created from the past, and it's just finishing or it's eliminating. When you do purification practices, you purify karmic imprints that have not ripened yet. Then you call it purification, but then you don't know, because you don't know, would it have been really bad? Maybe yes, maybe not, but I mean, just in case. We do lots of purification practice when we see it doesn't go forward, it's just really difficult and it's not. Then formal purification, Vajrasattva, prostrations, it's perfect. The depression goes very, very quickly. But one thing I really, before we finish, we still have 20 minutes, and then you can ask questions maybe also. I want to say, you know, there's, I don't know, because usually at 76 verses, I don't know where I am, I don't know where to find it. Anyway, so this is why I say I can't work with notes. But I had great fun and great joy preparing it. So for me it was perfect. But using them, it's totally lost. It's so much. It's, I don't know, you know, 60 pages or something like that. I'm really sorry. I tried. I really tried. I worked very hard these 2 last days. Mamma mia. But I'll send it to you. You can have it, all my notes and all this. And it's fine. They're really good.
You can ask AI to sum
It
it.
would be very useful. So what did I want to say? Okay, so there's these 4 forces. The first one is longing. What are you longing for? If there is longing, if you don't know how to get there, you get depressed. But as a Buddhist, you know, you have the tools. Also as an ordinary being, you know, like Maoz and Aziz, they're not Buddhist. The one is Jewish and the other one is Muslim. Longing. Actually, I just remember Muslim, maybe from Rumi, that I read this when somebody had died. Something when it is too late to try to listen to your longing just before you die. Because if you think that the longing for spirituality, if you think that the longing will just fulfill itself when your body gets rotten, forget about it. I think it's Rumi. It's from Rumi, maybe, probably. It's a long time ago that I said that, but it's such a beautiful kind of, it's lyrics, it's not a poem. And then you say, you know, you will be happy if you follow that longing. And don't try to find it outside. Look for it inside. So what are we longing for? We're longing for being at ease, happiness. Yeah, longing maybe, you know, you can use a desire, aspiration, whatever. But longing, I found this, it's the Google actually. It's the Google who gave me longing for somebody that would be more aspiration in German. I thought, what? So longing to be well, longing to be at ease. So you need to now in this situation, you see, oh, from outside it's not going to come. But where can it come from? Yeah. Then the next one is perseverance. So you have the tools. You have to have, first you feel the longing, okay, how can I get it? So then if it doesn't come immediately, you have to persevere. With perseverance, joy will come. Joy. Prithvi in Sanskrit, not that I speak Sanskrit, but I really like the word. Prithvi, it really is light, open, sparkling like champagne. Prithvi. But before Prithvi is Virya. And Virya means effort. But if you persevere, you know, you don't need the word effort, we can perseverance. Just keep going. What can you lose? We have no choice, by the way. We have no choice but to work with the mind. Because we cannot trust the world, governments, friends, people, boss, money, healthy body, nothing of this is trustworthy. So we have no choice but to work with the mind. And we have wonderful tools, not just from Buddhism, for many other things as well. Science, neuroscience, plasticity, psychology, all these kinds of things, then other ways. So joy will come if you persevere. You know how it is. You don't feel like me. I don't feel like doing the prostrations. Then I think, I'm often somewhere else. The floor is no good because I do long prostrations where I slide, And this one would be perfect. So I need certain type of floor. Then I go, all the excuses come up. But I have 2 artificial knees. And the more, you see, I can sit like this for almost 2 hours now. And the more I do prostrations, the less I have pain. The longing to be without pain when I walk up and down the stairs is strong enough to persevere, to get up, put on my things so I can slide and do the prostrations in the morning. And it has become a habit. I don't need to push myself so much anymore. By the way, Leora, I forgot to put back the carpet because I took away the carpet so I could slide.
I think Leora was just in the first hour.
Huh? She was only, she has a lot of things going on. She has a daughter who was, So anyway, and then I'm happy that I did it. If I don't do it, I just see the thing that I put underneath my knees, I feel guilty.
What do you mean by
So it's not a good thing.
slide?
Huh?
What does it mean?
היא עושה קידות
To slide, היא
מחליקה על כל הרצפה, השתחרויות מעמידה יורדים לכל הרצפה, לשכיבה מלאה ועולים חזרה.
It's like Tibetan yoga. It's purification practice to do prostrations. If you are, maybe you can then, at one point, do that. I know that for Jewish people it's very difficult because you're not supposed to bow. And because what you visualize, you prostrate, you visualize light coming from the Buddha and flushing through you as you're down and purifying or flushing out all the hindrances that we have to be happy. That's a very specific practice, very powerful. And it also I have this finger, I have arthrosis. If I do lots of prostrations because I have to push myself up, it doesn't hurt. It's very good for body health. Doesn't make you lose weight though, yeah. Unless you do many. But for body pain it's really good. It's some kind of, because you have to do them in a precise way. It's not just throwing yourself on the floor and up again. It's very precise. Some kind of Tibetan yoga, I'm sure. And it works with your inner energy channels when you do that. It works on more on the subtle body, which then of course helps the body. Okay, so we have the 3, right? The longing, knowing what we want, finding tools to be able to, longing needs to be fulfilled, otherwise it gets painful, yeah? But longing is also like an engine that keeps us going. Then the perseverance, like not to give up, to just continue, and then the joy comes, but the first one is also moderation. And that one is important. You need to take rest when you need to take rest, but not rest with an attitude, I'm tired, I need to rest. But with the attitude, I need to rest so I can continue. And that changes the whole thing again. Your rest becomes meaningful. I want to continue with whatever you're doing, but now I need to rest. If you just rest, go on holiday, you come back totally exhausted. Because you try to rest and you cannot. Because there's no reason for you to rest if you just want to rest just for yourself. You're just one person. But if you see, like a mother who needs to go away, maybe to do a cure or something because she's sick. Why does she do it? Because she wants to be there for her children. So she needs to take time out sometimes, or her father also, or whoever. Yeah? So if you're able to inbuild like the right attitudes and the right perspectives or whatever you want to call it, then the whole thing becomes meaning. The moment it's meaningful, Viktor Frankl, come on, you must know him. In Switzerland nobody knows him. But here you must know him. What does he say? Do you know if you see quotes of these people?
If you have purpose.
Use them. What does he say, for example?
But
If you have meaning,
if you
you
have
have
why, the
meaning.
why, you can stand anything, something like that.
Yeah. I think the most powerful thing he said for me when I read it is like, they can take everything away from me. But one thing they will never be able to take away is my reaction to the situation. And he's right, but he is trained. Why? He's a psychiatrist. He knows the mind. He's not a Buddhist, but he knows the mind. And he knows the strength of the mind, the power of the mind. I could say, maybe he was a Buddhist in his past life. No, I don't want to be sarcastic. But I bring it up because he knows the mind. He studied the mind and he was able to apply it in Dachau, which I visited, which looks really horrible. Not as bad as Auschwitz, but it's bad. A lot of stuff. So we have that power. But we need to train it. It's not inbuilt. Maybe, maybe, yeah, for some people it is inbuilt, like Yael, also when she said she can apply the teachings and all this, from the beginning, isn't it? She had this very natural understanding of what Dharma is all about, I feel. If you don't have it, doesn't matter. You can get it. It's not, everything is trained. Our anger is trained. Our desire is trained. Our wrong views are trained. This is why we can eliminate them. And then verse 30 also very beautiful. It says, how, he talks to himself, how can I be depressed riding on the horse of bodhicitta, going very swiftly from joy to joy? It's true. We have, maybe most of you or all of you, you understand the word bodhicitta, the wish to be of benefit to others, and for that we have to become a Buddha. So we have heard the word, we understand the word, we have, some of you, maybe all of you, faith that I can get there. We apply the methods, we get there, we will get there. I mean, what more noble can you have in this today world, where there's so much aggression and so much power and so much craziness, trying to find happiness in aggression or something. In this world, you still hold on to that thing. I want to be of benefit to all beings, and for that I need to train, because now I have people I like, it's very easy to be of benefit to them, other people I don't like, difficult. But I want to be able to be of benefit to all sentient beings, so I have to train myself with words, with sentences. Okay?
Wow.
I am sorry that Shanti Deva is... But anyway, you all know the book, and or you can get its wonderful translations into Hebrew by Yaki. I think Yaki translated it into Hebrew.
I will open it if somebody has a question.
Oh yeah, so if somebody has questions, then
Maybe.
please. We still have 10 minutes to go.
I opened the Zoom for those.
Oh, Bhatti, I only recognize you now because it's a bit too far away for me to see the names. But luckily you put it on into English. Hi. And Ruti, of course.
Hi, Anila.
Okay, hi. Who says? Do we see?
Speaker.
Or is it a chat? Or what is it? Oh yeah, it's maybe a chat. Look, there's some chat stuff there.
מי שאמר שפשוט יגיד את השם שלו, מי שדיבר.
לי יש...
You can ask in Hebrew if you want, and then Alon or somebody can translate. If you have a question, yeah, please go ahead.
You say you talk a lot about the doing things for the benefit of others. Can you talk about the way it influences yourself in this state of mind?
No, I think can you think about something more pleasant than somebody needing help? You have the skills to give help, and you give the help. The feeling that comes from that. Do you know anything that is more pleasant than that?
No, I do, but I
Yeah, there we go. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
This is it. It's good for you.
Yeah, thank you.
It's very simple.
It's very simple, but it's not. I think they talk a lot about the karma that comes from giving benefits to others.
Yeah, right?
But
No, they don't really talk about karma.
the good
Karma,
the good
karma
seeds.
talks about how to behave that you don't suffer. That's what the teachings on karma is more on not harming others. Then the benefiting others is in the compassion part, not so much in the karma part, I think. Huh?
Mhm.
Not really. They don't say being of benefit is good karma. No. Being of benefit to others is, it will become a natural thing. It will make you happy.
It will, yeah. But the thing is,
Yeah.
it's not emphasized, I think, enough, because you think about the others. When you give benefits to others, you think about the others, but
Not necessary.
actually, it's
Unfortunately, we
about
think
yourself,
about ourselves
yeah.
at the moment. That's very unfortunate. We're not just happy when I've been able to be of benefit to somebody else and that's it. No, then I want something back. That is what's making us unhappy. You see, if I
not
want
because you want to get something back, but because how it makes you feel once you did something for the benefit of others.
makes me feel good if I'm
Yeah.
able to.
Yeah, that's what I want. I agree. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's not that it is not done for getting any benefit back.
No, it comes by itself.
Yeah.
If you don't have expectations that the other one says, oh, you're so wonderful. If you ever need something, just let me know. I will. If you don't have these kind of expectations, if you see, you talk about karma, if you see that if I want to be free from suffering, if I want to become a Buddha, I have to be of benefit to others. That will be the ultimate gift that you will get. Only by being of benefit to others. But in the meantime, until I'm not enlightened, it's good for me. You know, I live so much in other people's houses or sometimes in retreat centers. I started to stay after the retreat's finished and cleaning and washing laundry and putting it back on the bed. I don't like to do this for myself, but doing it for others, and then it's all done. I'm so happy. And it's hard work, and I don't get paid. But it really makes me happy. Why? Because I want to do it. Not because of karma, not because I will become a Buddha, because these guys that I'm doing it for, they're really nice. And they're old. And it's such a pleasure to help them. So this is what I mean. For me, but this is again, it's very personal. This is for me. If somebody needs help, yeah, it's true, I have to admit, I need to like them. If I don't like them, it's very difficult for me to help them. Then I still sometimes, I force myself, but something missing. But then sometimes the feeling towards them changes. But if I like somebody, wow, it's so much pleasure to be able to help them. Actually, a bodhisattva, he is waiting for people to ask him for help or her. And is disappointed if nobody needs help.
The Tonglen meditation is like that.
Yeah.
And people are very much afraid of that, of this meditation.
Some, yeah.
And I think if they would know that it's coming back to them.
Mm-hmm. Well, you see, the thing is that the good thing will, if we do Tonglen, this is, if we do Tonglen, we should not think like this. Otherwise, it's not Tonglen. Tonglen is, I want to take away the suffering from the other. Whether I get it, what I get, doesn't matter.